Hello super mobile fans, I know your day has been great because you are alive to see this beautiful day. I would love to say a big thank you to all my subscribers, viewers, and especially to those who took their time to write some encouraging comments about how much they love the creativity in my videos. Comments like this keeps me inspired to create better contents for you. Thanks Tunji, Toby, Abdurrahman, Richard, Sadiq, Bakari, and everyone who watches all my videos. I appreciate you guys. A month ago, I got my hands on the Moto G5 smartphone and my experience so far has been amazing. A few years ago, the Motorola brand was acquired by the Google brand and later by the Lenovo brand, and since then the quality of all Motorola smartphones grew higher because Google and Lenovo brand is well known for premium, reliable and trustworthy products and services. From the title of this video, is the Moto G5 a better replacement or alternative smartphone to the likes of Infinix, Tecno, Gionee, itel, Nokia? Well, let's find out as I review the Moto G5 and you guys will be the judge based on your knowledge about other low to mid budget smartphone brands. Unboxing the Moto G5, we have the phone with a sticker showing its key specs. I got the Spanish version which has a 2GB RAM and large 32GB internal memory. Looking under the hood, we have the micro USB cable, the 5.2 volts charger with 2 ampere output for faster charging performance, the protocol manuals that no one reads, and finally the 2800 mAh battery. There is no real phone and silicone case, but reviews online shows that the Indian version has the earphone, so maybe the African version might have the earphone too. Fingers crossed. There is no SIM injector pin because it has a removable back cover that protects the nano dual SIM and SD card slots and removable battery. At the right side, there is the textured power button and volume buttons. The bottom has only the micro USB port. There is nothing at the left side. At the top, it has a 3.5mm headphone jack. Taking a close view of the back, you see the shiny Motorola logo, single LED flash, the camera in a shiny round enclosure, and the noise cancelling microphone. The back body is made of both metal and plastic materials. At the top front, we have the 5MP selfie camera, a earpiece that doubles as a speaker, the proximity sensor, and the Moto logo inscription. Below the display, there is an oval-shaped fingerprint scanner and the microphone. Turning on the display, you are greeted with the 5" Full HD 1080p screen with the on-screen navigation button. I would have loved if Motorola had utilized the big button bezels for the navigation buttons, with the fingerprint scanner also serving as the home button, so as to take full advantage of the real estate of the 5" display. But wait a second, Lenovo actually gives us the option to remove the on-screen navigation buttons and make use of the fingerprint scanner for navigation. They called it the one button navigation, where you perform some specific gestures on the fingerprint scanner, like swiping right to open recent apps, swipe left to go back, touch to go home, long press to lock screen, and press longer to launch Google Assistant. This is a good idea to maximize the use of the whole 5" display. There are other gestures like the chop twice to turn on flashlight and chop twice to turn off the flashlight. Also twisting the wrist twice to open camera app. It also has a one-hand mode for those with small hands. Then there is a pickup to immediately silence the loud disturbing ringtone and switch to vibration mode, which is quite handy if you forgot to put your phone on silent mode. Finally, the flip for do not disturb to silence notifications and calls. There is a unique Moto display that shows you important information like battery level, time, date, notifications. This is activated by just lifting up or moving the phone gently while the phone is in sleep mode, just like the Samsung always on display. You can also customize what shows in the display. This is a good innovation by Motorola. Moving to the display quality, this is a Full HD 1920 by 1080p screen in a 5" display size with 441 ppi. Unfortunately, this is a 1-year-old smartphone, so it does not have the full view display. Having so much pixels in a small 5" display makes the Full HD quality slightly better than that of 5.5 or 6" smartphones with Full HD display. Watching full resolution videos is smooth, clear, and crisp with good color presentation. Multitasking and browsing the internet is smooth, thanks to the near Android One stock Android experience. You can smoothly switch between apps and resume from where you left off, but this depends on the RAM version. Mine is 2GB RAM, but the 3GB RAM version will be better. The Moto G5 supports 4G LTE with wider coverage of most of the LTE bands, included in GLO 4G band 28. So those of you looking for a cheap phone that supports GLO 4G LTE network, the Moto G5 is for you. Setting up the fingerprint lock is fast, and some of you might like the scanner position at the back, but I actually like it at the front. You will love using this fingerprint scanner to unlock this phone, as the fingerprint unlock speed is fast. You can also use the fingerprint to lock the screen like I said earlier. There is also the Google Smart Unlock options like the Trusted Face, which is just like Face ID, and it's fast. There's also the Google Voice Match where the phone unlocks by simply saying "Okay Google" or "Hey Google." "Okay Google." "Okay Google." Since Google was the former owner of the Motorola brand, it only made sense for Lenovo to keep using the stock Android software to run their Motorola smartphones because of the better hardware to software integration, longer battery life, overall better performance, and bug-free OTA updates. The Moto G5 was officially launched February 17 last year, and since I unboxed it, I have received up to 4 system updates, which shows that Lenovo supports their Motorola smartphones with latest Google updates for a long period of time. The latest update I received integrated the Google Lens application into the Google Assistant interface. Thanks to the very close relationship between Google and Lenovo, I was able to update the Moto G5's default camera app through the Google Play Store, and to my amazement, the update integrated the Google Lens feature into the camera app, which is super awesome. This makes the Moto G5 to be a smartphone to buy in 2018, even after more than 1 year of release to the market, because it gives you hope to get the latest innovations from Google in the future. The Google Assistant can easily be launched by either long pressing the home button or just saying "Okay Google" or "Hey Google", and its interaction is smooth but not as efficient as it is on all Android One's devices. You will love using the Google Assistant on this phone as it is near the Android One experience. Also, the Google Lens works well. It recognized most of the objects I placed in front of it, and it even copied text, and to my amazement, it even recognized the Westlife album, which is cool because it gives more insight about Westlife. Opening the camera app for the first time, you are greeted with some useful tips to make your camera experience more fun, like favorite way to take photos, location tagging, twisting twice to switch between front and back cameras, barcode and QR scanning. It can go up to 8 times digital zoom, which is better option than the 4 times digital zoom on most phones in this price range. The rear camera is 30 megapixel with maximum video record size of 1080p Full HD at 30 frames per second. You can slide this control to manually lighten or darken your photos before shooting, depending on your taste. Taking a look at the modes, it can shoot slow motion videos at 120 frames per second with a resolution of 960 by 540p, which is awesome. Here is a slow motion sample. The quality is quite low. You can also control what parts of the video should be slow motion or even make all parts of the video slow motion. You can record for as long as you want. You also have the professional mode, which allows you to shoot like a pro if you really know how to adjust these settings to improve the quality and versatility of your photography. Here are some shots taken by the cameras in auto mode. Enjoy. The downside of the Moto G5 is the cameras. It is not as good or sharp and detailed as that of Infinix and Tecno cameras. So don't buy the Moto G5 if you really love smartphones with great cameras like the Infinix and Tecno cameras. There's also the emergency broadcast, where your network provider alerts you of dangers or hazards near you. For example, in Africa, precisely Nigeria, The MTN network may alert you that Boko Haram or S-Men is in your area, or GLO may alert you that there is flood or fight in a location. But I don't think this network providers in Africa loves us so much to send us emergency alerts. Just joking, they love us. The speakers on the Moto G5 is very loud compared to most smartphones in this price range. Here is how it sounds like.
Different captures better. Different charges better. Different unlocks better. Different performs better. Hello, Moto. New Moto G. Captivating design, unlimited performance. Different is better.
The battery of the device is two 800 mAh, which is quite commendable. It takes about 2 hours 10 minutes to charge from 0% to 100% thanks to its 5.2 volts with 2 ampere charger. At 30% brightness, 100% loudspeaker volume, I was able to watch a movie for 2 hours with a battery drop of 15%. I also played the popular PUBG game at 100% loudspeaker volume, 30% screen brightness for about 15 minutes and battery only dropped 10%. Here's also my screen on time. I would say the battery time is good because despite it being a 1080p screen, it still lasts through the day for an average user, and standby time is very good. Gaming on this phone is good. It is powered by the Snapdragon 430 octa-core processor, and so it handles light games pretty well on high quality. Playing the heavy PUBG game is pretty smooth, except for some few lags, probably because of the higher resolution 1080p screen. The PUBG game can only play at low graphics settings. It also handles the FAT9 pretty good. The Moto G5 comes with the Android 7 software, but as promised, Motorola is already rolling out Android 8.0 Oreo updates to some countries. Hopefully Africa will be included, but Android 7 is still a very good operating system. One of the main reasons for making this video is the price point of the Moto G5. On Gionee Nigeria, the 3GB RAM with 16GB internal memory version is going for 40,000 naira, probably because it is more than 1 year in the market. But looking at the competition with the likes of Infinix, Gionee, Tecno, itel, and what they have to offer, the Moto G5 is a good buy at this price because you enjoy bug-free updates, get latest services from Google, smoother Android performance, and all other things I showed you in this video. There are other amazing offers on the Motorola smartphones like the Moto G5S with 3GB RAM and 32GB RAM for 46K, the Moto E4 Plus with 3GB RAM and 5000 mAh battery for also 46K. These are good and affordable smartphone alternatives if you are looking for affordable phones that offer better Android software integration, performance, and experience. Don't get me wrong, Infinix and Tecno phones are great, but not everyone can put up with the XOS UI and the random bugs that comes with it. This is why most people love the Android One experience on the Infinix Note 5 and Note 5 Stylus, because it does not come with the Infinix SOS UI. The Moto G5 also supports up to 4G on SIM 1 and SIM 2. During a call, you can easily switch between SIMs, which is nice. The price of the Moto G5 might even drop further during this Gionee Black Friday. I highly recommend this phone at this price and value it offers with the stock Android experience. Here are the Antutu benchmark scores and the Geekbench score. They are both good scores. It also has lots of sensors, which makes it a premium smartphone to have. So that's it guys. Thanks for watching. Talk to you in my next video. And remember to stay humble. Bye.
Look at what just came in. My Infinix Note 5. Yes, brand new. Oh my god, Infinix, thank you. Alright, I cannot wait to unbox this. I have been waiting for this for a long time. Oh, fresh. You know that I've been told that on Infinix Note 5 the Google Assistant is like extra efficient, more than the ones that you know and you're used to. This is fantastic. I am super stoked. My brand new Infinix is here. Oh, hallelujah.